Hey guys, quick update from the future of December 3rd.
Ooh.
If you had been following along on Twitter, know that we had some laptop troubles. The laptop where we record everything was out of commission for 2 weeks. And so we had an episode that we recorded before Mason's birthday, before Thanksgiving, that included us talking about those things. And a lot of those things still are important. Indigenous people are still really important. You should always educate yourself and donate when possible because they need help. They're always being systemically oppressed. All the time.
All the time.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So you're going to hear a lot of things referencing the holidays. It's going to be very confusing. We're even going to talk about December, which is especially confusing considering
it is December.
It is now December. But we didn't want to lose the episode, make it a lost episode, so we're putting a little bump in the beginning, right, May?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're here to let you guys know it's not going to make any sense. But that just happens sometimes.
Just pretend that you're back, you haven't eaten Thanksgiving yet, and you're excited about food. Aren't we all?
Yeah, we're always excited about food.
And also, this is just a little teaser since you're here, and I want to give you a little something new.
What?
We're going to talk about it in the next episode, but maybe something awesome happened if you've been listening since the beginning about D'Angelo and Mason's little brother, who may or may not have gone up in D'Angelo's top fans, but we'll leave that as a little secret tidbit for you to listen to next time.
You'll just have to tune in
For the next episode! But first, here's this episode. We got the turkey, the stuffing, the dumplings, the cruffins. We got mashed potatoes, macaroni, maybe even green bean casserole. You know what it be. It's the eatinest holiday of the year. This doesn't even come out on Thanksgiving. But we all know what's on your collective minds and what's in every sales paper. It's Thanksgiving. What's wrong?
What? You haven't.
What?
I don't know. Like you normally do a fake out and say the name of the show. You're just kind of.
What show? We're just talking about Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. Also, what's a cruffin?
A cruffin is a croissant muffin.
Oh, okay.
I learned about it with all my donuts. People sell cronuts, and they also sell cruffins.
Huh. I wonder if cruffins are good. I'm sure they are.
I don't know. It's probably the worst name, though. Like, cronut is, like, on the verge, and then cruffin is just garbage. Like, croissant? Nothing sounds good.
A muffin?
Oh, muffin kind of sounds awesome. It's kind of like a muffalata.
Yeah, and this isn't all to be confused with the craisin, the croissant raisin.
I thought, I almost just normally corrected you, not realizing that you were, I was going to be like,
Making a
no,
goof.
It's a cranberry. And then I was like, would you like a Sprite cranberry?
Would you like a Sprite cranberry?
Would you like a Sprite cranberry?
Hey, would you like a Sprite cranberry?
I like how you can never just say Sprite. It's always a Sprite cranberry. There's like a P.
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Sprite's silent P in the beginning.
Like
it has a
Sprite
second P that you can hear.
And just the whole time, that kid in the video going, huh?
They're everywhere. But again, check out that Twitter. I thoroughly researched and put a starting base of places where you can donate to indigenous peoples of America, because the Thanksgiving story is a lie, and you should support your local indigenous peoples. Columbus Day fucking doesn't exist because it's Indigenous Peoples Day. They get the whole fucking month, and they deserve it.
They do.
So go donate, go research, go learn, educate yourself. Again, we do not endorse Thanksgiving, the idea. We endorse the food, but we do not ignore what has occurred. The horribleness.
Of course.
No. Now that that's out of the way, let's keep talking about food, because this is GuESPers, the comedy podcast, where Alex
and Mason
try to strengthen our relationship by learning to read each other's minds.
Read.
Did we mind Meld last week?
No.
How did we just forget to mind meld? We make an entire hour episode and we just forgot to mind meld?
Well, so here's the thing. We haven't always mind melded, and we did a guest episode and then took a week off.
Oh, we were getting back in the groove, you're saying?
Yeah.
Like, Whoopi Goldberg got her groove back?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But she got it back. We didn't lose it. We're just getting back in the groove.
And
We're we got to refamiliarize ourselves with the groove.
Stella got her groove, right? Stella.
Yeah, although Whoopi Goldberg was not Stella.
Oh.
Stella was...
I thought Stella got her groove back. What's the name of the movie?
How Stella got her groove back.
So Whoopi Goldberg is not the one who got her
Yeah.
Groove back.
She got her Goldberg groove back.
I just really want to say gold. Groove back. So when I asked earlier if it was Whoopi Goldberg, it was yes, she was in the movie, but not yes, she was Stella.
Yes.
Cool. I've never seen it.
It's either Vivica A. Fox or Angela Bassett. It is one of those two actresses, and if it is not, I just have egg all over my face.
Whoever it is, it'll be in the episode corrections. That's GuESPers.tumblr.com. And yeah, so we're going to mind meld. And if you don't remember, because it's been 2 whole episodes since the last time we mind meld, it is a processes in which we count down and then we try to converge on one psychic point. It readies our minds like preheating the oven for your delicious turkey. Or tofurkey, depending on what you're into.
Like tofu turkey. I don't know why I thought that was like a turducken type deal, but no, it's just not meat turkey.
So it's I like to call it a little bit of everything for everyone. So on the outside, it's the carnivore's delight, but as you eat inward, it goes from carnivore delight to vegetarian, like an egg turkey, and then a vegan turkey's in the middle. I don't even know what to call it. It's too many things at this point. So it's a turkey, an egg turkey, and then a tofu turkey in the middle.
That's really funny.
Yeah, and like the outside's covered in gravy, the inside's covered in like mushroom gravy, and then the inside's covered in whatever vegans eat for gravy substitute. I don't know what they would eat for gravy substitute.
Can they not?
I guess I was imagining like a cream gravy. That's probably not right though. It'd probably be a brown gravy, right? I don't know.
Well, because cream gravy implies cream, which implies...
I don't understand fucking gravy.
So what is brown? What's the meat product in brown gravy?
It's the drippings from whatever meat you cooked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it'd be turkey drippings with that sensation. That sensation. It's a new sensation.
Question.
Huh? Is it about Sprite Cranberry? Because I can't answer those questions. No. The Coca-Cola company's got me.
We'll get one more food. We're glad this is a long month, because we kind of fucked the food month by 1 doing a guest episode and then 2 taking a week off.
How dare you? How dare you insult our guest episode?
No, it was great.
Okay.
No,
guest episodes are omitted from the monthly festivities. But no, okay, so if the next episode comes out next Sunday, that's like the 30th, that's after Thanksgiving. There's a liminal space between Thanksgiving and December 1st.
So
I don't know what holiday it is. Yeah, unless you want to, like, creep up on Christmas real fast, which, for me, Christmas doesn't start until December 1st. This year, everybody gets a pass, because, fuck, everybody get a pass in everything. I'm writing hall passes like fucking butter. I don't know why it's like butter. Words are just coming out of my... Can you just say words so that I stop talking?
Yeah. So here's the thing. We're only getting 2 food episodes in.
Maybe we'll do holiday food. I don't know. I think we're thinking about it too hard.
I think
we should mind meld.
I think that next week's episode should still be a food episode, because most people will still be eating Thanksgiving leftovers.
Maybe it'll be a leftovers episode.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Liminal leftover space. That's what I'm going to call it.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Now that that's sorted and out of the way for some reason on the air, on the recording of the podcast, let's mind meld. I've discussed the rules already. Are you ready to mind meld, Mason?
Yes, I'm ready to mind meld.
All right. Remember, everything is food, okay?
Okay.
3,
2, 1. Jelly!
Chicken bone.
That's not the most far off.
Chicken bone and jelly? Are you saying that because, like, bones can make gelatin?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just staring at Mason, just like trying to get a feel. Okay. 3,
2, 1. Tallow.
Cheesecake. Okay, you went for fat. I went for gelatin is sometimes in... Oh, we're not supposed to talk about it. Fuck, okay. No, I didn't say anything. Okay. 3,
2,
1.
Syrup.
Cake! Oh, you went away from meat products altogether, huh? Or animal products? You just went for a tree product after... Cause
no, not necessarily a tree product, because there could be like strawberry syrup or chocolate syrup, and they because I thought cheesecake really and like I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe you should have said a flavor of syrup. It wouldn't have been closer. Yeah, I was like, okay, so we're not doing bones, we're doing that, and then I said whatever I said, which I don't remember anymore. And then you said tallow, and I was like, okay, so we got gelatin, we got fat, aka butter. What does that make? Cake. I said cheesecake. Okay, yeah. And then I was like, maybe he's not thinking of cheesecake. Instead, he's thinking of cake.
So that last one, you were like, whatever.
No, the last one I was thinking cake. I was going to say birthday cake, but I thought that was too specific. Spaghetti specific.
What makes tallow different from like lard or butter?
I don't fucking know. Episode corrections. That's GuESPers.tumblr.com.
Because the reason I said tallow is because I thought tallow had something to do with the bones.
Tallow is some sort of beef fat, if I understand correctly. But again, episode corrections, GuESPers.tumblr.com. Okay, now it's time for everybody's favorite part of the podcast, where I arbitrarily come up with a question to see who goes first. And that question is, who is the last person who popped a pimple? Da-na-na-na. Mason pointed at me because It was me. I did it this morning because I have skincare issues.
No, I won't do that.
What are you, trying to be crass?
No, I was gonna say I haven't had any acne problems in a while.
Because Mason's perfect. Wait.
Even not to get, like, I don't know if this is too much information,
butt acne?
But like my butt acne and my leg acne haven't even been like that bad in a while.
Let's normalize backne, which is both butt acne and back acne.
I have never had back acne.
Let's dispel the mystery of adult acne. Your skin doesn't magically get better when you're a teenager. It just doesn't break out for literally no reason.
Yep.
Now it's you ate one bite-sized chocolate bar and your skin decided to be like, chocolate? Bam! 5 pimples.
Fuck you.
Did you forget to wash your face 1 minute later than you normally wash your face? Boom, acne.
What is that? Grease? You don't have a chin anymore.
Were you in a room where bacon was cooked 6 hours ago? Boom, acne.
Did you scratch your ear that one time? Boom, you have acne in your ear.
Oh my god. Ear acne, nose acne.
Nose acne.
Nacne.
Acne.
Alright, I'm gonna go first. You ready?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. This is a food episode. This is gross. I don't want to talk about acne anymore. Where are you hiding? Mason put his head in his arm.
He's yawning.
Yawning in the crack of your arm?
Mm-hmm.
You butt crack?
No, my arm cracked.
Arm crack? Alright, I'm gonna do the thing. I'm doing it. Go. Get it.
Bagel bra.
Okay, explain. What? I need an explanation.
So it's
the laughing isn't a good sign.
It's a bra where the cups are bagels.
So your nipple just goes through the hole of the bagel?
Yeah, but
what are the straps made out of?
What are the straps made out of?
Machines.
Just like strung together like a nerd's rope? What? Like?
Yeah, that's what I was picturing.
Really?
Yeah, like some sort of red vine-esque sesame strip.
No, I believe nerd's rope would be the correct analogy there.
But bagels don't go with nerd's rope. throat's so
Like
dry.
they go with red vines?
A Nerd's Rope is a red licorice strip that has nerds all over it. Have you never eaten a Nerd's Rope?
No, because they're gross.
Yeah, they're super gross, but I've definitely sucked the nerds off of it, like eating corn on the cob.
Also, they're not floppy. In the commercial, they make them look like
They're
like...
really floppy. What are you talking about? What kind of Nerd's Rope did you interact with?
I don't know, like, they're
it's
just...
exclusively floppy.
I don't know, they're just the structural integrity of a Nerd's Rope is like...
Yeah, you can't wiggly jiggly it because nerds
just...
will go flying, but there will still be nerds intact. It definitely is a jiggly product.
Yeah. Do you remember...
You can't get away from this. I still want to know what the straps of the bagel bra are made out of. But please, what do I remember?
The Oompa Loompa candy?
My brain just says gobstopper, so no.
No, it's a Oompa Loompa candy. I can't even remember
Okay,
how to
what is
describe... I don't even remember how to describe Oompa Loompa candy.
Okay, episode corrections. That's GuESPers.tumblr.com.
It was in every grocery store in my hometown for a hot minute.
What?
And I liked them, but they disappeared, so obviously they've had to have sucked. And I just
I only knew about the gobstopper, so when I found out Wonka actually made chocolate and it wasn't sold anywhere near me as growing up as a child, I was just like, you mean the golden tickets for real? But then every bar is wrapped in gold, so it's kind of like a bummer.
Yeah.
But then they did do a golden ticket contest where there actually was a golden ticket within the chocolate bar, and I was like, I don't even know what to fucking believe anymore.
And it's crazy because I did have Wonka chocolate a few times. It was okay.
Oh yeah, it's super subpar chocolate.
But Oompa Loompas were like a fruity candy. I can't, again, I don't know how to describe this.
I just keep thinking about runts.
No,
Is
not
it like
runts.
runts?
It's not like runts.
Okay, well. So the straps on the bagel bra.
Okay, so the straps on the bagel bra. What goes on bagels?
What goes on bagels? Locks and cream cheese?
The locks are what's covering the nipple.
Oh, so it's like a beautiful little nipple curtain.
And with it,
so you
but
could,
there's still
peel the like. You could peer behind the kimono and lift up the salmon so you could see the nipple underneath.
But there's still a little like faux nipple. There's like a caper, just like.
Oh, I see. And the straps are. I'm gonna keep feigning like I'm interested in what you're saying, but I'm gonna keep rounding back.
What goes on a bagel? Because I'm not like.
Lox and cream cheese.
Yeah, you said that already.
Cream cheese.
There's not. Maybe it's like hardened cream cheese. I don't know. Or maybe it's just wet cream cheese in the shape of a strap.
Oh, what if they're like pasties? So you just paste on a little bit of cream cheese and then just boop, a little
just stick them onto your fucking... a little filling. A little flick.
Gritty approved.
A little Stickadelphia.
Yeah, that's Philadelphia's pasty line.
Stickadelphia. Love it.
Stick a little Del in your Fia.
Oh.
Wink.
No.
Good?
No, you need to workshop that one.
Why not? I got top marks in my marketing team. We spent $1 million on it.
Then why'd you even ask me my opinion? It's a done deal.
You're the focus group. That's how businesses be like that, for real though. They'll be like, spend $1 million with a marketing team, do one focus group and go, oh fuck, all this sucks. And they have to just trash the whole thing. Or not. Depends on how.
Why not make like a rough and then be like, focus group here. And they're like, this sucks. And they're like, cool, glad we didn't pour a bunch of resources into this.
Because they still gotta they gotta develop it, you know? You still gotta pay someone to make the art and do the rough draft,
$1 million.
shoot the video. You think Coke isn't fucking product testing shit that never comes out?
Okay. Well, $1 million for Coke is like a penny. So
that's what I'm thinking about, though. I'm not thinking about your mom and pop shop selling bagels. Fuck, this isn't Benny's, okay? This is just a fucking whatever. You know?
Yeah.
I'm
assuming my bagel bra wasn't correct. What were you about to say?
A totally different thing. Apple Pie Pepsi. This is a real product. You Mason's face is getting more and more like twisted up in disbelief. You cannot purchase apple pie Pepsi. You every time I say something new about this, Mason does the same like
apple pie
what?
Pepsi. This is a real thing. You can't get it.
I'm not done. You have to bake the worst possible abomination and then send it, tag Pepsi, right? Send it to them. And then they'll pick some winners who they will then send apple pie Pepsi, also considered a mistake, just like your shitty baked good, to you. As like so like you fuck up and then they go, we also fucked up. And then here's, here it is. You can have our fuck up, which is apple pie Pepsi, which theoretically is supposed to taste like both Pepsi and apple pie. It's Pepsi, but with like cinnamon, cloves, and apple flavoring. I'm dead serious. This is a real ass product. And well, competition, I guess. Contest?
How are they gonna choose the worst abomination when they already created it?
I know. I guess they're looking for like second best. They're already like in Guinness. Okay, so what I was picturing.
Pepsi's already the worst.
Just drag Pepsi, May.
Well, fuck them.
To me, and I don't know, because you can't, it's very difficult to describe sodas, right? But to me, Pepsi has the most cloyingly sweet flavor of what I consider the big three, which is Coke, Pepsi, and Dr. Pepper.
It's like the closest thing to like cherry medicine that...
And a lot of people think Dr. Pepper's medicinal. And I'm just like, have you really sat down with a Pepsi, though?
Yeah.
And people who look me dead in the eye and go, I can't tell the difference between Coke and Pepsi, get your taste buds checked because you have lost half of them doing something. You need to ask follow-up questions like, how much spicy food do you consume? Or how much vinegar were you made to drink as a child? Or how bad are your allergies? Because something else is wrong. These are the same people who fucking be looking me right in the eye and be like, water don't taste different. Fuck you! Drink from the tap and then drink a Fiji and tell me you can't fucking taste the difference. Not that I can afford to drink Fiji water. I'm too poor, I got a Brita filter.
Well, maybe this is a little different, but also those people who like drink like a really bitter milk tea and be like, this is too sweet for me.
Hey, but you know, I don't fucking shame people. Because there are people who really have fucking weaned off of sweet drinks and they've gone full just like black coffee, plain tea. I was going to say black tea and I was like, yes, that is a thing, but not a thing that everyone drinks. You can also drink green or white or oolong or whatever. But sugar-free tea. And if they fucking think that like... it's a little too sweet. They do add a fuck ton of sugar to those milky drinks. To milk tea and shit. So...
why don't it taste sweet then?
You are the only one upset about this. I have always just been like, that's just how it is. I don't know. People got preferences and I'm okay with that.
But yeah, I just
want to clarify. Not if their preferences are, I can't tell a difference because you're fucking lying. If people who have moved away from sugar can fucking tell if something is too sweet, if they can tell 1 granule of sugar has been added to their drink, now that I believe. But if you look me on the eye and tell me you can't tell the difference, fuck you.
But yeah, but like with somebody like this too sweet and then I take a sip and I feel like I just licked the back of a Nintendo Switch cartridge, like...
Okay, well, they aren't acting like that. They're acting like there's a fuck ton of sugar, which is just like, sometimes shit too sweet. I don't know. I get it. I don't do it, but I get it.
I guess so.
I drink my tea plain. I like my milk tea sweet. I like a little of both worlds.
It depends on the tea. I'm so like, I don't know if that's just me, like I'm like real picky with what kind of tea I like, but like I have found 2.
White blueberry.
Yeah. I have found 2 that I enjoy. I like spearmint and I like white blueberry. Everything else I've tasted has been anywhere from a B to an F tier.
How dare you do that to my blackberry sage oolong tea? One of the best teas to ever exist in my mind.
They're pretty good. I also like, I feel like I like white a lot because I like the white pear.
Very delicate.
Yeah.
It's a delicate flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into it. I got white pear. I'm into it. Did I ever tell you about the white chocolate lady?
White chocolate lady?
Yeah, so at one of the coffee shops I worked at, there's this lady, power hungry. She'd walk right up to the counter, be like, I want a fucking giant white chocolate mocha with exactly 1.5 pumps of white chocolate. Right?
A half.
I know, and a half, yeah. And this lady, she would leave, she'd get her cart, she'd get like half of her groceries, she'd be back before the drink was done. Clockwork. She did it every Saturday. She was there, she got her drink, did the order, drank the thing, threw it away by the end of her grocery shop. She was just a fucking, I imagine if she was a movie, she would be the 80s power businesswoman who's just fucking crushing it.
Anybody ever accidentally give her 2 pumps?
That's what we're talking about. This is the story, that I was running the register. We were busy. Somebody else was making the drinks. I said 1.5. They were like, she can't tell the difference. And then pump 2 pumps. And I went, no. And so they put it on the counter for her. And I watched her. She took a sip. She came over. She came to me. And she was like, can you come over here? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, you don't make this drink. And I went, no, I didn't. My coworker made the drink. And she was like, it has 2 full pump. And I was just like, it does. I tried to tell her that you would taste the difference. And she was like, I do. Can, and I was like, I'll remake it. She was like, no. But next time, only you make my drink. And I was like, you got it.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, you're the best. But yeah, she drank it. She didn't even want a new one. She was the best. I didn't even ever get her name. She was so great.
She's on one end of the spectrum, and the lady who asked for just blueberries and ice is on the other end of the spectrum.
I've already told that story on the podcast for sure.
It's a great story. But
that was at the same coffee shop, by the way. Of the 2 coffee shops I worked at, the blueberry smoothie lady and the white chocolate fucking lady, same shop. That was awesome.
Fucking stupid. All right. We have delayed it long enough. What was your actual image?
Okay, so you've knocked over a tub of cocoa powder, and there's tiny, like, Martian footprints in it. And there's a tiny Martian flag.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's like, but it's like on your kitchen counter, you know what I mean? So it's like, somebody just claimed my kitchen counter for their own. Like, this is mine. I bought this. I'm renting and or buying. Ow, a hiccup, then it hurt. I'm renting and or buying. This is mine. You can't just stick a flag in it. This is mine. I gotta clean this up. I'm milking this because I thought it might be funnier, and you're like not reciprocating the funniness. So.
Oh, it's really funny.
Sorry. No, it can be not funny. You can be honest with me. It's kind of boring. It's okay. It's okay. My bit's bit. Start a new bit. Go.
What? So
the pressure is on.
So when you dump active dry yeast into like sugar or water, is that like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs for the yeast?
That it's like coming from the sky? What's the? I don't understand the simile.
Okay, so maybe the yeast is just in a bowl, and then you pour water into it. Is that like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs for the yeast?
I see what you're saying. Some parts of the movie, yes. Mason,
because it literally,
you haven't seen
I have
it, right?
not seen it. I just know that there's food raining from the sky. So.
Yeah. Do you want me to give you a quick, you and listeners, everybody want to know a quick rundown of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Is this a spoiler rundown, or are you just giving me a basic premise?
I mean, the premise is kind of spoiled from just the trailers. But yeah, basically.
What's the setup? Give me the setup.
The setup is there's a kid and he's really, really smart, and he grows up to be an adult who's really, really smart, and he lives in a boring town, and his dad wants him to run a fish bait shop. And he's like, no, I'm a scientist, and he has a kooky lab, right? Very Dexter's laboratory. And he accidentally creates a machine that fucking makes food. And then it goes haywire.
And then it's like it turns from Dexter's Laboratory into Jimmy Neutron in the
basically, yeah. And he totally brain blasts and then solves the problem. And then in Cloudy and the Meatballs 2 and the Meatballs, they were like What if his machine got so good it gave food sentience? I am not joking. That is for real the plot of Cloud. I paid for a movie ticket to go see that in theaters. All the food was alive and horrifying to think about.
I just remember the joke from the trailer when they were like, our boat has a leak, and then it's a leak, and
then
he
it's
just
like-
goes,
and he goes,
"Ah!"
Yeah, that joke's done like 3 times. It's great.
Cool. I'm also laughing because I'm picturing a band called Cloudy and the Meatballs.
Yo, we're Cloudy and the Meatballs. We do prog rock, and we're gonna do our first song. It's called Ice Cream Mountain.
it's called Ice Cream Mountain.
Another Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs reference. Thank you very much.
And then their last song of every show is a cover of Rock Candy Mountain, the old folk song.
Oh shit! That's a good ref, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Nice. May, you should take your turn. Thank you for
okay.
saving the bit, though. Good job.
Ah, yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so I'm going, and go.
Hieroglyphics etched into the wall, but the veins of crystals in the cave are just rock candy.
What is it with you and hieroglyphics?
I don't know. I shouldn't say hieroglyphics. I should say Paleolithic art.
Okay, so Paleolithic
So
art
it's like a
etched
cave.
into the wall, and what was the end half of that?
The parts that are carved in reveal crystals, and it's rock candy.
Oh shit!
So the cave is, I guess, just rock candy.
There's like
that
a thin
has like
veneer.
a thin veneer of I don't know, fake chocolate rock coating. Whatever they covered them chocolate rocks in, which I'm pretty sure is just like candy coating.
Nice.
Hey, what if, by the way, ready? What if?
But
What if they made chocolate rocks, but instead of just being chocolate, there was candy rocks, and it was just smashed rock candy that they covered in the candy coating? Why not do that? Is it because it'd be a little hard to bite? Just make them really small. Maybe rock pebbles.
rock pebbles?
Rock candy pebbles.
I feel like it'd get stuck in your teeth.
I mean, that's basically just pop rocks, right?
That's basically just pop rocks without the fizzy aspect.
What if, ready, holiday limited edition, hot cinnamon pop rocks? So,
Like Red Hots, but pop rocks?
yes, that is exactly what I'm saying. You ever had red hot cider? Red hot apple cider?
No.
Yeah, you make apple cider, but you boil it with red hots.
I've always been Red Hots is so that and Big Red and stuff like that, because it's just spicy candy has always been a real iffy section of the food world for me.
Yo, my mom used to fucks with shit like that, though. Catch my mom always chewing that fucking burning cinnamon
Big Red
gum.
cinnamon gum.
Fucking
yeah.
eating Red Hots. Fucking, she had the cinnamon toothpaste. You remember when they did cinnamon toothpaste?
God, yeah.
My mom used to do that fucking raw. I'm not saying my mom ain't raw now, but my mom was more raw then. I remember
She's been cooked a little since
we
then.
got her fucking, what is it, Wrigley's did that fucking cinnamon gun? Who did the cinnamon gun? Gum.
Wasn't it Big Red?
Big Red.
Wasn't
Okay,
it
yeah,
Big Red cinnamon gum,
We
yeah.
got her Big Red flavored toothpicks. I shit you not, because my mom used to she still kind of does, is obsessed with toothpicks. I think she's moved down to the floss picks, but she used to just fucking every meal had to have a toothpick. She couldn't live. So we just got her toothpicks that were flavored. That was fucking nuts to
Nuts.
me. Yeah, cinnamon flavored toothpicks, dude. This is for real.
Whoa.
I know.
So.
What are we even talking? I'm just so excited about cinnamon products.
Oh, I was just saying that spicy candy was always a real iffy
Yeah,
section
you don't
of the
like
food
it.
world
Yeah,
for
I
me.
don't really like it either.
When
Yeah.
people are like, mango habanero chocolate. And I'm just like,
Well, it's spicy chocolate.
That's what I'm saying. Spicy,
I feel like
sweet.
cinnamon spicy is different from pepper spicy.
So you're talking warm spice as opposed to hot spice.
Yeah. And, all of those Red Hots, all those are cinnamon spice. They're not spice. Hot spice.
Like a spice cake spice.
Yeah. You got it. Wait, does that mean Big Red is a cinnamon soda? Or is the Big Red bubblegum different from the Big Red soda?
I think it's different.
Okay.
I don't know what. I think it's just vanilla.
The soda?
Yeah.
Why is it red?
I don't know. Well, that's they made Big Blue, and I shit you not. It's the same soda. They've just colored it blue instead of
Have
red.
we talked about this on the podcast?
I don't think
before?
we talked about this on the podcast.
Deja vu with this
But,
conversation.
well, I don't know. This is episode, 42? Who fucking knows? But
anything can happen. Episode corrections, GuESPers.tumblr.com.
But yeah, no. Big Red and Big Blue are the same drink. It's the same.
I Google it. I'll do it. I'll do the research.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's just like a cream soda, maybe.
It's a Paleolithic rock candy art. Nailed it.
No.
Oh, anyway, my cinnamon pop rocks will be called Volcanic Pop Rocks.
Great. That's really good.
Okay,
Good
so
idea.
tell me how I was wrong now that I've pitched my idea. Yeah, yawn about it. My focus group isn't doing great on Volcanic Pop Rocks. Just trying to create a Pop Rocks resurgence.
I think man, Spicy Pop Rocks sounds like thebomb.com. I think that would be a smash hit with the chillins.
Yo, they got Lucas in Texas where you grew up?
They got Lucas? What?
Lucas, yeah, they got Lucas in Texas where you grew up.
Like Lucas the city?
No, Lucas is the candy.
What the fuck is Lucas?
Lucas was a candy. It was some sort of like, I think it was a Mexican candy. And it was kind of like a baby bottle pop, but there was no like sweet thing that you sucked to adhere to get the powder out. You know what I mean? You kind of just cocained the powder into the palm of your hand and then just licked it and fucked yourself up. It was like a warhead had been pulverized into a dust. And it was really, really fucking sour powder. And it was currency at my elementary school. Like, holy shit. Lucas was everything.
I wasn't a huge fan of candy like that.
And they had crazy flavors like fucking lime. They had spicy Lucas if you really wanted to fuck your shit up.
This all sounds very familiar, and I think it did exist. Okay. But that wasn't on my radar.
And they actually stopped doing it. This was a schoolyard rumor. So I don't know if this is true. But they said that they found rat droppings in the Lucas, so they shut down the factory, and then the factory just decided to never reopen. Again, that was told to me by people on the schoolyard, and kids fucking lie. I told some kids that I buried $20 in the playground, and then they tried to find it. And then after 2 days got mad and came back to me. And then I went, oh, you're right. I buried it over there. And then they spent 2 more days digging. And they got in trouble for digging for the $20. And then they never came back to me again after that. I think they just realized I'd conned them twice because they were gullible.
You didn't even get anything out of that.
You want to know the best part of that transaction? I was in 4th grade. They were in 6th grade.
Oh,
I conned 2 grades older than me. A real not smart bunch.
Dipshits.
Dipshits! I don't know why I did shit like that. I did shit like that all the time.
Oh shit, what was I gonna say?
I'm sorry. It was about Lucas.
Oh. So, there's ice cream trucks, right?
Yeah.
But then there's an old Mexican man pushing an ice cream cart down the street.
I can't remember what they're called.
You ever buy the ice cream from the Mexican man with the cart?
I did not, unfortunately. I didn't.
I shouldn't say Hispanic man with the cart. I don't know what his ethnicity is.
So in different parts of the country, they're in different places. Those gentlemen in my area of California, they only existed at the beach. That's where they peddled their carts. All we had was the most busted-ass ice cream truck whose stickers I assumed were from 40 years prior, had never been updated, and then he would take masking tape and be like, well, I don't have the Bubbles bubblegum fucking ice cream bar. And they were faded to shit, but I would go up to him and get a fucking Crunch bar every day. So good. Fudgesicle? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, the ice cream truck ice cream is like, Hispanic man cart ice cream is the bomb.
I never got it. We didn't go to the beach that much, which is like a bummer because we were like 45 minutes from everything.
We had ours would just walk around town or at my neighborhood. I don't know. I lived in a big city and I only ever experienced a small part of it as a young child. So
that's common. My roommate in college, she said he used to walk around their neighborhood too.
Yeah. And I remember When was it? It was.
I assume it's the same man. He's like Schrodinger's ice cream man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the same man. Whole country, same guy.
Oh yeah. I remember now. I'm pretty sure it was this.
Mm-hmm.
I was a senior in high school. It was the end of the school year.
Okay.
And me and my best friend Eric had just finished rehearsal.
Mm-hmm.
And we were driving home, and he was just coming over to my house, so we were like dressed up or whatever, and like the full shit because we had just gotten done with rehearsal. And the man was walking down the street, the old man in the cart. And Eric looks at me and goes, "Pull over."
Pull over, I gotta get my fix.
So I pulled the car over, and he got out in his full ass graduation attire.
That's boss.
And went and bought, and he like comes back and goes, "Yeah, you want anything?"
I thought for sure you were gonna do a reverse ice cream truck situation. He's on the ground level, you're in the car, the transaction's through your window.
No, because I mean, he's on the curb, so like I pull over and it's on his side, so
roll his window down. I have definitely gone through a drive-thru 3 separate times. One where I was the driver going through the drive-thru. Then we went through again. Someone was in the back seat, so we lowered the back seat window. Then, for shits and giggles and the fact that I'm a really good backwards driver, we went through the drive-thru backwards so that the passenger could order. And the guy at the Jack in the Box thought it was the best thing that had ever happened in his whole life, and he gave us free drinks.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was a fun night. It's because it was like we went through, and then we went through a second time, and he was kind of just like, oh, maybe they forgot. Well, this is a different window. Maybe they forgot something. And then the third time when we were backwards, that was just comical. He was just like, y'all are fucking nuts. Really, it was just because each of us needed to pay independently because we were all horribly poor. And so we just didn't want to mess with trying to get him to have to divvy the orders up. So we were like, let's just keep going through the drive-thru.
And you made it fun.
Yeah, I made it fun. It was good. I got free soda, so.
Good time.
Whatever. So what did you actually think?
So
Same.
My image was you make the cake batter.
Okay.
You put it in the cake pan.
Yep.
Put it in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit later, let's say like 20 minutes later.
Okay.
You hear like some like creaking.
Mm-hmm.
And you look over at the oven.
Mm-hmm.
And your cake is rising, and it busts through the stovetop. Oh, it's still going. It's just gonna keep going. It's rising, and there it goes. It's out of your house.
Oh God. So I have a new skylight.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a Jack and the Beanstalk situation.
Yeah, but it's cake.
Oh, if I climb it, will I get into the clouds and find a giant who has a golden goose?
Well, it'll be slightly different because it was a cake.
Okay, so describe to me the cake fairy tale, please. Thank you. This is the description podcast where I make you describe your inane things.
You climb up, and you're in the clouds, and you find a little smaller than normal house.
Okay.
And it belongs to a dwarf who has a silver pangolin.
Pangolin?
Yeah.
So unlike the goose that lays golden eggs, which is basically a renewable resource, I have a one-time transaction silver pangolin.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bummer. They're endangered. Who am I going to sell it to? A zoo?
You don't.
They're
going to
want a donation. I don't get it.
No.
That's the whole transaction is I have to beat the shit out of him and then steal his stuff and then come back a hero to my town.
He's just living his fucking life. You're the one who busted up in his shit with your cake.
Tell the giant that. That's literally what happens in Jack and the Beanstalk.
At least but Jack the giant's a piece of shit.
Yeah, because you broke into his home and tried to steal his golden
He's gonna eat you.
Yeah, because you entered.
He could have just been like, you're really tiny. I'm just going to pick you up and throw you out of my window.
He lives in a fair warning state. He could swallow you whole and you would never even fuck. You don't know the rules of the sky.
I'm just saying.
Maybe that's normal sky etiquette, is you eat your trespassers.
Seeing a home intruder that is like smaller than my thumb, I would just be like, pfft.
This is also the type of people, though, that are making bread bones. Bones out of bread.
Oh, yeah, he needs bones to make his bread.
Like, they can't even afford flour, Mason. They have to use little bones.
Bone flour.
And, like, what, are you the size of, like, a small robin? Like, you know how much flour he needs to make a loaf of bread? Or how much bones he needs to make a loaf of flour for the bone bread? Like,
Maybe cloud.
Clouds don't support crops.
I was gonna say maybe cloud monsters
I think
are
he's
smaller
just eating those
or bigger.
golden eggs.
Bigger.
I think that he's just that poor, and you just fucked his whole shit up. Jack is an asshole, and that story's bullshit. And your pangolin story sucks.
No, my penguin story's fine.
No. He shouldn't be keeping one as a pet. They're an endangered species.
You just go up there and you see him. He's got his
Florida,
Silverpangolin,
Mason, okay?
and they're having a good time, and you befriend him, and he's a good guy.
And then what? We hang out on my cake tower? I don't
Yeah.
want to be friends with him.
Yeah.
I want to live my life and eat the cake I was promised.
Then eat the cake.
And then what? I never get to see him again?
Yeah, who gives a
It's a
shit?
double hit. Well, you're the one who wants me to be best friends with the dwarf, the sky dwarf.
You hang out, you have a good time, you realize that it's a one-time thing, and you're like, hey man, keep living.
Keep living your best life. Sorry, I'm sitting up. That's why my audio is kind of wonky. My back hurts.
So we have spent more than half of this episode on only one round.
We did it, though. Good job, us. Oh, you want me to go?
Oh yeah, I guess I would be the one who would be. Well, you need to think. Just go.
Okay, cool. I use my brain to think of a thing that has to do with food. Go! Get it! Woof woof.
Okay, a race of people who poop whipped cream.
That it? They're an entirely different species than us, but because they poop whipped cream?
Yep. Their butts are like.
Do they make the noise like the condensed air?
Like,
whipped cream? That's a pretty good fucking noise clip, man. Good
thanks.
job. Yeah. And imagine when they're like done pooping, it does that like, and it like flicks everywhere.
Yes.
So yeah, and then what? They remove their butt canisters and refill it? Like, is that... Or is that just how they taper off every poop?
Yeah, that's just how they taper off every poop.
Man, their toilet systems must be wonderful. Because it's so thin, the whipped cream.
Yeah, it just deflates. Their poop just deflates.
Is it still brown or is it still white?
It's white. It's whipped cream. Like, it's literally whipped cream.
So I could eat their poop. Would you eat their poop?
Yes.
For real? No questions asked.
If people can drink coffee that has been extruded through cougar poop or whatever.
It's a small, like, sort of monkey creature.
I thought it was a cat.
It's like an eye. Some sort of... It's a specific type of, like, marmoset or something.
Oh, I thought it was a cat.
It's not a cat! Well, maybe it is a cat. Like a civet? Civet? How do you say that fucking cat name? That's episode corrections, GuESPers.tumblr.com. You can find out both things. About the poop coffee and about what the name of that cat I'm saying is.
Yeah. But yeah, if people can do that, I can eat whipped cream. It's literally just whipped cream.
They're the bash at Thanksgiving. They're just like, I need something for my pumpkin pie. Well, Joe just ate the full turkey. Tell him to get over here. And he just drops trowel right in the middle of the party and just squirts whipped cream everywhere. You hire him for birthday parties. It's like a 5-year-old. She's making a sundae bar. He just shits all over her sundae. Wow, these people are real commodities, huh? I made them basically food slaves. I feel bad. You all right there, boss?
That's the visual image of a man who's just squatting over fucking tubs of ice cream all day, just squirting little dollops of whipped cream all over the...
Mason, you ready?
Yeah.
It's a living. I knew that'd get you. It's good.
Thanks, mister.
Thanks, mister. He's at the super salad just shitting on fucking the ice cream. me and Mason last night were discussing whether or not a sprinkle machine exists. Because I have a memory of a really malfunctioning machine that's kind of like the levers where you get the fresh nuts or whatever, or the fresh beans for coffee from the grocery store where you like open the lever and it like pours out. And it's like that for sprinkles. And Mason says, no, that doesn't exist. Only tubs for pouring sprinkles, where you like have a tiny spoon, like a yogurt shop.
Does the sprinkle machine exist? Probably.
Okay.
Is it stupid, and why wouldn't you just use a tub? Yes, that.
You don't use the tub because you got a piece of shit fucking 7-year-old, me, who was allowed to go get my own bowl of ice cream, still me, and then I'd squirt too much ice cream into my little dish, and you remember the dish has the scallop sides, right? Mm-hmm. And then you go over to the ice cream thing, and then you accidentally drop the sprinkle spoon into your ice cream cup because you're 7, still me. And then you're like, what do? Do you fucking put it back? There's only one ice cream spoon. If you put the wet ice cream back in the tub with the sprinkles, it's gonna fucking get them all sticky and shit. I don't know. I have a lot of problems with the super salad, okay? I went there a lot, and I had a lot of problems.
Why isn't that a problem for literally every froyo place on the face of the planet?
I think they switched the spoons, but at like a super salad, that... Nobody's manning the fucking soft serve machine.
At a super salad?
Yeah, dude. How many times have you ever been to super salad?
Never.
I can already tell you that I've been to one like 800 more times than you.
Yeah,
I didn't even care what your number was going to be. Yeah. Nobody has ever checked a super salad.
You want to know what your problem is?
What?
You're getting ice cream at a super salad.
Well, you already are eating the most subpar salad, the most subpar soup, the most subpar bread, and sometimes grilled cheeses, depending on how saucy your super salad is. And fucking the highlight of the whole meal is the fact that you get to operate a vanilla chocolate swirl soft serve machine.
If you wanted like okay soft serve ice cream from a machine at a place where you can describe your whole experience as it was food, go to an Asian buffet.
Okay, 2 things here. One, I would not describe the super salad as food. I would describe it as food adjacent. Two, we didn't go to the Asian buffet because we went to the Jade Inn, which was one of those fancy fucking Chinese restaurants that had the tablecloths, you know what I mean? This place was fucking nice, but still had reasonably priced food. It just looked really nice. I think the Jade Inn is still open.
I mean, I'm sure the Jade Inn is great, but like sometimes you just
I'm gonna be
want
totally
the
honest,
Asian buffet
experience.
experience.
I don't even know where an Asian buffet near us was. I gotta be totally honest.
Near in California.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember there being one.
I thought you were gonna say here.
Might not have gone. I could name like 6 where we live for sure. Like right off there's King fucking China buffet. I could keep going. The Great Wall.
We could name
Asian
like
buffet.
Literally like the exact names of these restaurants, and it wouldn't fucking matter
because there's gonna be 8,000 of them. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
anyway.
Lynn's is the one that I always go to. That's pretty good.
I don't know where Lynn's is.
It's over by my office.
Oh, okay. I'm just thinking about Chinese food now. Because that's food. Food adjacent. Yeah, my point I was making was, though, is that I have never seen an attendant refill something at a super salad in my entire life, and I spent a lot of time at the super salad. Like,
why did you spend so much time at the
I don't know, we just kept going to super salad for like 6 months of my childhood. It was that or Burgers and Grinders, which, by the way, doesn't still exist. Rip Burgers and Grinders.
Burgers
that
and Grinders
place was
sounds
the
great.
Best. It was owned by a very wonderful man who made amazing hero sandwiches, which is crazy because he's named his shop Grinders instead of Burgers and Heroes, which would have been way better. Regardless, so sad that place closed. That place was bomb. Fucking they moved an aquarium in next door, and then the Burgers and Grinders smelled curiously of grease and weird fish water.
Amazing.
It wasn't great. That might have been part of the downfall, but I also moved away at some point, so I don't know what happened to it after that.
No, that would just be cruel because we don't have time to really dive into that.
Just tiptoe into the iceberg. What is it?
I was gonna bring up Rax, which then of course would bring up Rax.
Oh, Mr. Delicious. We can. You know what? I can make time for Mr. Delicious.
Okay.
So, Rax, if you've never heard of it, look up the expose on Mr. Delicious. I'll link it in the episode corrections. It's GuESPers.tumblr.com. Rax is some sort of just fucking the 7 layers of hell as told by Dante in the Inferno, in which each layer was a different version of Rax whenever it tried to rebrand itself. And one of the rebrands, which eventually led to its demise, which, no, there's still a few locations still open, right?
There's like 8, I think.
Is a man named Mr. Delicious, which is... The best way that I can describe him is if a briefcase had a human Sona. And I have a penchant for really bad mascots. I've seen Food Fight. We talked about it in the guest episode. I fucking love Johnny Napkins.
Johnny fucking Napkins.
Johnny Napkins is one of my favorite food mascots of all fucking time.
Fucking Bobby Hill looking ass.
Best pizza plate. The haunting look on that child's face is something that I delightfully think about while I go to sleep. And you know what I've added to that lexicon?
Mr. Delicious.
Fucking Delicious. You don't know. I have both Johnny Napkins and Mr. Delicious saved searches on eBay, just in case on the off chance that there is some sort of off-ass brand piece of material that I could own that has either of those people on it. Johnny Napkins, Rax, cash in, make t-shirts. I will buy them, I promise. I'll be like Gucci, full branded. I'll get the pants, the socks, the hat. I will head to toe Johnny Napkins, Mr. Delicious. I don't even care. I don't give a floop.
Fuck it.
Floop it.
Floop it. Mr. Deloop it.
Oh no. Now he's the Fruit Loops mascot. Like, think of the toucan, and then Mr. Delicious had a baby.
I was thinking that Mr. Delicious was going around to all of the other food mascots and assimilating them like the Borg in Star Trek.
That's a great one. Let me hit you with another one. The Pixies from the Fairly Odd Parents. So they just wave their square wands, and then all the characters just become a bureaucratic version of whatever they were
honestly
before.
Sounds like Mr. Delicious's style.
I feel like he'd open his briefcase, and then a salad bar would come out, and the salad bar would convert you like Tony... I was going to say Tony the Toucan. No, when he changed Sam the Toucan, and he'd just be wearing like a taupe business suit with like a fedora.
I'm sorry, did you just call him Sam the Toucan? His name is Toucan Sam.
Whatever. Maybe in French. Maybe this is like a French pronunciation. He's like, Sam de Toucan. I don't know how they say toucan in French. Probably not like
now
that.
I'm just imagining that his name is Tiger Tony.
Let's fuck this all up. It's not the Trix Rabbit, it's the Rabbits of Trix.
He's the Crunch Captain.
Whoa. I'm kind of into that one. I don't know. I like that one a lot. The Crunch Captain. It's better than rips open your mouth, roof of your mouth cereal.
Yeah, that's true.
I like you to think about it. Y'all, okay. I know that we're in the middle of a guess, and we've been in the middle of the guess for like 10 hours.
Are we in the middle? Have you not said what you're thinking?
No, I have not. But real quick, I want to address the fucking fact, if anybody is tapped into the food market like I am, and I'm really fucking tapped into the food.
Are you about to...
I'm on the vein of everything, baby. I know it all. I follow all the blogs. I'm subscribed. What the fuck is going on with Sugar Cookie this year? It has been a slow descent into Sugar Cookie madness for me. About 2 months ago, I found out about Sugar Cookie Pop-Tarts. And then, slowly, the Sugar Cookie Kisses, Sugar Cookie M&Ms, fucking... I could go on! Dude, they're making Sugar Cookie Cinnamon Toast Crunch, dude! I don't understand. And then fucking Hershey's had the audacity to be like, you know our Sugar Cookie Kisses? We made that into a candle. Like, why is every company in the whole world coming out with a a Sugar Cookie product right now?
Sugar Cookie Apocalypse.
Who sat down and decided this would be the year of the sugar cookie. And also, how did every company independently go for sugar cookie this year, right? This had to be like all the corporate execs, fucking Hershey's, calling up fucking Kellogg, calling up fucking... Oh, what was some of the other brands that I
General Mills?
General Mills.
I don't know.
Why did they
Who owns Nabisco?
Nabisco. How'd they all call each other up to be like, yo, fam, I'm making a sugar cookie product this year. Yo, me too, though. Okay, let's all make a sugar why, though? Or did everybody steal each other's secrets? Like, I just want to know how every company, none of them being related, all independently thought specifically this year to make sugar cookie products. If you can tell me, I will Venmo you $2. That is a real offer. GuESPers podcast@gmail.com. Hit me up. If you can give me a legit insider answer that is real, I will Venmo you $2. I am not joking. It's real.
We just want to know.
I just want to know. Okay, do you want to know what my guess was?
Yes, please.
Well, it's not my guess. It's my thoughts. I was imagining a beautiful, a barren tree, so a tree where all the leaves have been removed, right?
Okay.
And it looks like it's slightly dusted with snow, and you're like, oh, it's so beautiful. So you get in close. It is made 100% out of Pocky. Somebody's taken a bunch of Pocky sticks and used maybe like a heat gun, make them a little soft so the chocolate will stick, and then like a freeze gun, maybe some compressed air, and then put it together so it looks like a tree with no leaves on it. So it's got like Pocky stick, and it's like different flavors of Pocky. Some of them like the manly Pocky, which is the one dusted in the bitter powder, so that it looks like a cool dead tree. So it's like a gingerbread house, but like the next level, which is like a Pocky tree.
That is amazing.
Yeah, right?
It's so cool.
I wish you could make a Pocky tree. It sounds delicious. I'd eat that tree.
We're going to, for the sake of evenness.
You're going to go real quick?
We're going to go real quick.
Okay.
You're literally going to say something?
No tangents.
No tangents.
Okay, go.
All right, and go.
It's a dolly, but when you like lay her down, you know, her eyes are closed, and when you lift her up, her eyes are made of bananas.
Whoa, no.
Oh, really? Oh, I got heartburn. Something about banana eyes gave me heartburn. I'm going to drink water while you tell me.
No, mine was literally just a bald cat, but it's fondant.
I'm imagining the chef, it's like we're in the middle of like a Food Network challenge. And they're like rolling out the fucking dough, and then they come over, and then you're just sitting where their like cake whole table would be, and it's just you, totally normal. You're just sitting there maybe eating a Nutella bar or something like that. Wow, I just made up a fake product that I wish was real. And then they just use their dowel rod to drape the fondant over your head.
Like a pie crust!
and then they, you know that fluted, that it looks like a mini pizza pie cutter. It's for cutting pie crust with
and
it's
edge.
Got the,
yeah.
And they literally very gently just like make the hole for your face, and then they just like use the technique to like smear it on with no seams. And then it's just you, but now you have a fondant bald cap on. And you finish your Nutella bar, which is not a real product, but should be.
Well, it should be. Really fucking should. Alright.
And then they win! They win the contest.
I love that they draped it over me like a pie crust.
Yeah. Well, not a pie, you're a cake. They made you like a cake.
I just think of the whatever.
Yeah, I get it. But you just wouldn't make... I mean, that's just how you do fondant, though.
Yeah.
With the roll. You rub it out to get the color or whatever, and then you roll it with the pin. All right, cool. So we did it. We did the episode. I've said it 15 times. If we said a question, you want an answer, it's in the episode corrections. GuESPers.tumblr.com. Tumblr. And we got a Twitter that's at GuESPers Podcast, where I tweet 5-minute memes. Don't know what it's going to be this week, but it'll be something. Updates. And, of course, again, the Indigenous people donation list. I covered the whole board. We got a women's support group. We got a children's support group. We got water projects. We got food protection projects, whatever those are called. Food sovereignty, I think, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
There's one that supports the transgender community. That's great with Indigenous people.
Of course.
So, yeah, check that out. And then please add to the thread. I'll bump the tweet so that it'll be back up at the top. And if you've got a local resource, let's throw it in there. Let's get this going, get the chain going.
Yeah, definitely.
I've already donated. Why don't you?
Of course.
Mason, do you got anything?
We already kind of mentioned it, but GuESPers podcast at gmail.com.
Yep. I'll
Email
Venmo
us.
you $2.
Yep.
If you send an email that isn't about the thing, because that one I'm just going to genuinely read. If you send us an email about anything else, I will try to psychically read it on the podcast.
Eventually, this will happen.
Someone will be bored enough to send us an email, and I will psychically read it.
We got a YouTube channel.
We don't have enough subscribers for you to possibly look us up with a unique URL, so the fundraiser continues. We've got 6 subscribers. We need 100 to get a custom URL. Until then, you can Google search GuESPers.
And you can now rate us through
ratethispodcast.com/GuESPers. There are currently only 2 places you can rate because we cannot afford any more. But those places are, if you don't know how to rate on Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you don't really understand how to do that on the app, or you don't feel like switching windows in your podcast app because you're afraid to lose your place, just go over, open a Chrome tab, Firefox tab, whatever you're using that's not Microsoft Edge, and just type in ratethispodcast.com/GuESPers, and it will make an easy link straight to your Apple thing so that you can rate this podcast.
Yes, definitely.
All right, anything else?
No, I think that pretty much covers it.
All right, Mason, you know what to do.
Well, we didn't get anything right today, but we sure had a lot of fun.
Thanksgiving fun.
Food fun. This is where they're guessing